spending so much money.
Okay, welcome back to Rick's Radio Conversions. Today we've got Rogers 1966 Plymouth Barracuda, and this was an AM radio. It's been converted to AM, FM, aux input, Bluetooth, and USB. And we're going to go over some of the modifications for Roger. Like most Mopars, the dial indicator light is powered through the headlamp switch. So we kind of are simulating that. So power supply off and light off. Not really the light on. And Roger, this came with a white LED. We put in a green one, two different types of greens, super dark green. So we'll throw those in the box for you, and you can play around and figure out, what kind of color you like. Kind of digging the white though. It is pretty bright. I'm not gonna lie. You can see it real well. So as you can see, radio works as it did before. Preamps and all of, or presets, they do all of those different things. And we're gonna try and do two different videos, because this also has the new smart Bluetooth app as well on the iPhone here. Not iPad. Anyway, this was a phone. Now it's not anymore. So we'll do those things. FM to go to AM, off and then on again. I don't think we're gonna get anything. Yes. So that's about all there is. If you wanted to know, and we're going to go over, with the app, there's probably 9 or 10 different ways. Okay, maybe just 3 different ways you can do different things, and we're going to try and take this video slow, or chop it up into 2 different things. So if you wanted to know what station you were on, there's a few different ways. You can go 12 to 2 on the volume control.
AM 1050.
1050. You can see we're pretty close there on the dial. We'll go off and then back on there. So you can also do this. You're also going to get the Bluetooth button. This plugs in the back, 90 degree. I want to say this is a 5/16. You can mount this anywhere inside a console or something like that. I think it's about 3 feet. So mine's mounted up on the bench here.
97.3.
So that does that for the station ID. And the next thing we'll do the scan feature. Can do this a few different ways. Can do this twice up on the tuner, which we'll do that first.
Scanning for stations.
And we're scanning for stations. It's going to go digitally across the dial. And we'll give it 2 more stations there. Oh, we'll use that. That's a good song. So you just grab your tuner.
Station hold.
So we're station hold. Now you notice we muted, and then we're just going to go until we get the station. Right there. So then you can pull out a preset, and make that station your own. And then you can hit your Bluetooth button.
FM 93.7.
93.7. We didn't go over the tone. So tone works as it did before. Bass, treble.
Have you been wanting to find the secret to losing weight?
And so that's the scan feature, and you can do that with the push button as well. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna get all of these guys here, auto scans and things.
injections, no drugs or
The most of this stuff is easy to do with either the volume, the tone, or the tuner, or the push button. And we're going to go over. So we'll do a virtual fader. We're going to go on the toner 12 to 2 twice.
Fader adjust.
Fader.
Let's dance.
Many
That's
patients lose
full
20 to
rear.
30 pounds in about a month or two.
Full
For your
front.
free private weight loss consultation,
rear.
call 757-720-4500 or online at HamptonRoadsWeightLoss.com. That's Hampton Roads Weight Loss.
Fader set.
The kerplunker there, that gives you the knows that you're null. So we're going to use the push button to do balance. So that's 2 quick ones and a hold on the push button. So 1, 2, hold.
Balance adjust.
And then we're going to go full right,
Their special offers, go to
full left,
msco.pro,
full right,
msco.pro,
full
or
left.
call 427-0016, 427-0016, Mechanical Service Company.
Balance set.
So especially with 2 speakers on the early A body, either if you have a dual voice coil speaker, meaning you have 1 speaker in the front there, or if you have 2 small speakers, regardless, to do balance is extremely hard because the speakers are so close to each other. Remember that when we do the app, because that really is where the app comes into play to do things like the equalizer and things like that. So the next mode we're going to do the aux input, typical 3.5 millimeter headphone jack there, and we're just going to hit play on the device here.
Let's go. We're driving with you.
So now we're playing through the iPhone here. And this is good for serious satellite radio head units, things like that. CD players, if you still have them. But everything is controlled through the device. Fast forward, right? So to turn this off, this has the voice operated switch. So in other words, it's listening on this wire. So you either do one of 2 things. You can pause or just disconnect. So we're going to do this. And the radio will time out after a few seconds, or you can just turn it off and back on again.
Price set by dealer. Contact
There we
dealer for
go.
details. N7824. Bob FM.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do the USB drive. And USB drive, you'll get one of these. So I don't sell these anymore. I was getting them on Amazon. They were cheap. However, Roger, if you want to get the panel mount guy here, and I'll just kind of move the camera, I get mine from Crutchfield. They have a lot of good stuff there. So we'll just go ahead and jam this guy in. So now we're playing USB, right? You want to go up on the dial, and you go up. Fast forward. Rewind, down on the dial. Fast forward with your push button switch. Press it once. Got something else. Rewind, you press it twice.
She's real fine, my
Alright. So that's USB.
She's real fine, my
Next thing we're gonna do the Bluetooth thing. Bluetooth. So what you're gonna do is go to Bluetooth, and you're gonna do a few different things here. One is this is the normal setting for Bluetooth. You're also gonna down FMR Connect. You go to your app store or whatever. We're Apple people, so that was on the Apple store. But so we're gonna do this twice. We're gonna pair the radio, right? Obviously the Corvette is not this, it's a previous radio. So we're gonna pair the Bluetooth, and then we have to pair the FMR Connect. Okay, so we're just gonna go 12 to 2 on the volume control.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Bluetooth ready to pair. Oh, I already remembered it. So I renamed it.
Bluetooth connected.
Yeah, I renamed it Barracuda. So we're going to get out of that. Now we're going to go here. Now it's attempting to connect to another radio, right? Not ours. So we're going to go to select. We're going to go to add. 66 Barracuda.
Smart pairing completed.
Smart pairing
Bluetooth smart
completed.
connected.
This is the front of the app, and now, granted, this is to be used, I would think anyway, when you're not driving, or to do maybe some troubleshooting or some other things. So you notice you got AM, FM, aux, Bluetooth, USB, and a little phone handset. I'm going to tell you right now, the little phone handset does not do anything at all. If you have the app open and you get a phone call, if you notice a little blue box around the FM, you'll get a blue box around the phone. That's all it does. Okay. So on this page, we'll do a few things. We'll do AM.
You're listening to.
So now notice we didn't do anything. We didn't go off and on. We just went right to here. So you can do that. So now for the aux mode, I only have the one device, and the one thing you don't want to do is do aux and Bluetooth on the same at the same time. It's not recommended. But if we had aux on, right, with something else, and you turned it on, then this would light up and it would start playing the aux stuff. So we can't hit the Bluetooth, and if you notice over here,
Bluetooth smart disconnected.
and we'll go over that in a minute. So now we're streaming as we did before normally. Go up on the dial. So same thing, down on the dial, repeat. Up on the dial, we fast forward. So we're going to get out of this and we're going to go back to the app.
Bluetooth smart connected.
Now this is built by design that every time you minimize the app, it disconnects the app. Radio is still connected via the Bluetooth in the settings. Okay, so that's important to understand that. So you can do a few different things. You can, since we're paired, if you wanted to pause your Bluetooth, you can do that a few ways. One, you can just hit the app, and it will time out and go to the radio. Okay, now to restart the Bluetooth, a few different things you can do. You can, as from the old ways, once you're already paired, you can go 12 to 2 on the volume control. Oh, that didn't work. All right.
Sorry, I don't have a work number for Evelyn Bear. Just to confirm, you'd like to call Evelyn Bear? Okay, I won't. Who would you like to call?
Nobody, thank you.
I will not then.
Yeah, so once you're paired with the radio, which we are now, and we'll let it go back to the radio. So it's 12 to 10 is what your, to start and to play your Bluetooth or your USB. So you see that now the Bluetooth box is connected. And if you wanted to pause via your push button, okay, that's pause for 1 second, or hit your Bluetooth for 1 second. And it should go back to the radio. So now we're back to the radio. That's how that works. Same thing for your USB stick. And All of those same ways to start and stop this is the same. And there are a few different things that you would have to do. The easiest thing, if you wanted to switch between Bluetooth and USB, is just to pull a stick out and go back to Bluetooth, or you could pause your USB, back to the radio, and then hit Bluetooth. So now we have a whole lot of things that we can do here there's about 3 different ways to do everything now, which can get confusing. I can tell you from my standpoint, and I'm going to pull out this USB so we don't do anything stupid. I would probably never use this page here as far as these things go, because the radio or the Bluetooth push button do everything that I need it for it to do. Your applications may be different. You can also, I'm going to zoom in here or bring this up. So you see the little text box there? Watch this. What time is it?
It's 8:51 p.m.
Now, as you saw a minute ago, I also did a voice command with going 12 to 2, right? Same thing. What is the weather tomorrow?
Expect some clear skies tomorrow. Daytime temperatures will hover around 95 degrees, with overnight lows around 72.
So there's that. And there's also press and hold the Bluetooth button. What hemisphere are we in?
Okay, I found this on the web for what hemisphere are we in. Check it out.
So, once again, you can do this. You can do Google Maps with this, right? Lots of different things you can do. Like I said, I would probably never use this page. The page that is interesting is this one. And this is really where I think most folks will get the bang for their buck. So, this radio has an equalizer in it. However, to use it with the buttons and even the push button is kind of convoluted. So this has got a few different things. It's got EQ, let me try and scroll up here, loudness, or all of that off, right? And you can kind of see all of your little buttons there moving around. I like EQ on. I like loudness. You might want to bring the bass up, right? Or down, or whatever you like. You might want to bring the loudest up or down. And you can really hear the loudness here. You can really hear the bass. So this really, to me, this is a game changer. This radio does not have a subwoofer. Some of the other things that this will do is, so when you have the app open, your virtual controls that control balance and fader, they don't work when the app is running. And if you notice, okay, and this is really, once again, to pay attention. So we were using, the boss calls it an Easter egg plunk when we were going back and forth virtually. You heard that click. So even though we had the click and we thought we were at 0, we really were not. And you can see that right here. So there's another game changer in using this, that now you can control everything right here by a swipe. So rears, and this is the other thing that's, you to understand, minus 24 dBF. That means fronts are being muted. This means rears are being muted. I would have thought it would have just been an F and an R and not worry about the decibel loss, but I'm a very simple person. Balance control, same thing. So slide it all the way to the left. Yep, sure enough, the left speakers work. Minus 24 dBr. I think what that means is nothing's playing out the right side. Same thing this way, 24 dBL. I think it's playing out the left side, but this is the right speaker's playing. And our microphone is sitting in the right rear location, so hopefully you can kind of hear some of those things moving around. So that's this. The other thing is this will do some of the announcements, and what I mean by that is, watch this. So if we do this,
Bluetooth Smart disconnected.
Bluetooth Smart disconnected.
Bluetooth Smart connected.
Okay. Now this is, what did we say this was? The announcements, okay? So this right now is all connections, meaning in the today's state, if you keep your vibrate thing off, right, so the phone will ring. If you have a Ring camera, if you have an email notification, all of those things will come through the radio. So the music will stop, and you'll get a ding for mail, you get a ding for this, and sometimes that just gets kind of annoying, right? But you do want to hear items, right? So there's another one here, all but auto connections, which means everything but the car. So if you were going to do things like this, oh, we're not on a channel. What an idiot. Yeah, let me, let's do this. Let's pause this and go back to a radio. I told you this was going to be a long video. So we're on FM, and we have all but audio connections, right?
FM 93.7.
So now, if you wanted to know obviously what channel you were on or things like that, that stuff would announce, but not anything through your phone like the Ring camera or the email. Or there is do not announce anything. And what I mean by that is, if you did this, so notice it didn't say that the app was disconnected, right? And now here we come back, and it's not going to say app connected. So, you know, play around with that, and you'll figure out what you like. I'll put it back to all connections. So that's this page here. The most biggest improvement. Been a really super long day. Not good English, but these things are very beneficial to use. And then the next one is the info. So this tells you how the radio is configured. Okay, tone is physical control. You have a physical tone switch. Balance and fader, virtual. Aux input is box. Band switch is power cycle. You don't have an AM/FM switch. America is for the region. Yep. Why? Well, because we're in America. And you have a 610 kilohertz scale. And it automatically is 87 to 108 just because that's what that is. And then all your speakers are bridged and attached. And here is all the versions of what you've got. So in the future, there may be an update. And you, since you have a Bluetooth and you have a USB drive, you may get a notification that says, hey, if you want to get the new update that does something, you know, you put your USB drive in there and update it, and then it'll come up here. Here are some reset things. We're not going to do that here, but if you were to reset the FMR, you could do things like, instead of having the aux input on Vox, you can have it to go down to the bottom of the dial or the top of the dial, I think, there's still that, or the on-off switch. Vox, I think, is the best one because if the device is playing, music's going to go through it, right? So that's kind of nice. Another good thing, which I wish this was not here, I wish it was on the first page. This is your signal strength. So this is 98. Highest you can go is 99. Okay? And I'm going to tune the radio, and I'll tune it up a little bit. Listen to the music and watch the signal strength meter.
571.26.
Yep, you bet.
Tires.
I actually, even though, there we go, 93.7. I don't typically listen to this station, but this is our strongest station. So you get an idea that if you're on your favorite station, but it has a 40, that means that either A, you have a bad antenna connection, your antenna is not above the roof line, or your radio or your station just does not transmit much. I really wish that this was on this page here, because then you'd be on, this is my station, and then this is my my signal strength. I think that would have been more useful. And I don't know if we actually went over the scan feature here. Maybe we did. It's been a long day.
Scanning for stations.
But now we're going to scan up the dial.
Its support team, Region can help you.
And we'll do one or two more.
Of influence and impact. You have what it takes to.
So if you like that station, you just hit hold.
Station hold.
And then you can pull your push button out or whatever, and there you are. And you can see that the station actually changed as well. So Roger, I think we've gone through everything. This has been a 26-minute video. It's probably going to take 100,000 years for it to upload, but it's important for everyone to understand how the new app works and things like that. The app is very useful. I enjoy it a lot, like I say, the things that I find useful the most are the settings on this page. I also find the info button. While all of this stuff is kind of cool, the station signal strength is very, very important to me. Manuals work. You press this and this takes you to the Tech Retro website, and you can download all different manuals and booklets. Typically I print those out for everyone and put them in your box, because Lord knows if you're going to read a manual on this, you're going to be parked by the side of the road. So this is how it all works. Again, Roger, thanks a lot for letting us do this for you. We'll box this up and get this out to you in time for Carlisle. But that's it for now, and we hope you all have a really good night.